Hello! Welcome to another episode of Solo Knights. I'm Blorf, the Butt Goblin. And today we have an exciting episode for you. And also next episode too. For I will be trying something new. That's right. Something new. In this episode, we will be combining Hero Forge, Dungeon Alchemist, and Foundry. By purchasing some of the custom-made 3D models from Hero Forge, I am able to use them alongside Dungeon Alchemist, which makes a 3D visual experience. Now, this is not something that you can do with a group of players, unfortunately, but for us solo players, it is absolutely perfect. This campaign will only feature a small segment using this new technique, as it can be a little pricey straight away from the get-go, but over time, I suspect, with future campaigns and future stories, that we will be able to play around with this a lot more. So, sit back, relax, keep your pants on, and enjoy the show. If you really like this technique, then please let me know in the comments below, and I will endeavor to make more and improve upon it. It does extend the editing time, but I think it's worth it. Now, on with the show! Previously on The Created. As they begin to approach the town centre, where markets are placed up all over the place, everyone is happily browsing, they're looking at flower stalls, fruit stalls, toys, clothing, all the festival items that you can find here. It is very well decorated, and all these stalls seem to be surrounding a large statue in the middle. The large statue is approximately 10 feet tall, and it's depicting an image of a smiling young woman holding a laughing child. Excuse me, sir, quick question. Yes, sir, what will it be? Do you know where the local alchemist is? Or maybe like an apothecary? Oh, yes, sir, no problem. Just give me a moment while I look at the the created map to see exactly where he wanted the buildings to be. Okay, they're right by where we entered the town from. Okay. Yes, sir, certainly, sir. Not a problem, sir. Stop calling me sir. Yes, sir, right away, sir. Thank you, sir. Well, I can tell you exactly where both of them are, sir. So the alchemist is right up the... So if you follow the path to your left here, down the side of the Secolo Theatre, follow it all the way down to the entrance to Odier, and it will be right there. And the apothecary is just about a 3-minute walk down from the alchemist, so they're pretty close together. So if you go down that way, I mean, or you could head down the right side of Secolo Theatre if you wanted to check out the other shops along the way. Bit of a longer walk, but yeah, if you just head towards the entrance of town, you'll be able to find it no problems. Alright, well, thank you very much, sir. Okay, so this can be normal then. 10 or more. A 9! Oh no! Lashana hoofs it up her nose and sniffs it all in. She's like... And then she tries her best to hold on to it, but her body just naturally wants to cough and splutter it all out, as it just smells of cigarette ash, and that's all it smells. It smells like secondhand smoke, as Lashana then coughs and splutters it out everywhere. What are you trying to do? You're trying to kill me. Well, I did warn you. And I'm afraid, I'm a bit worried that maybe it didn't work. What do you mean it didn't work? We just paid you 3 gold pieces for something that's supposedly meant to help. Yeah, but I did explicitly explain that she's gonna need to have to hold it in order for the toxins and the fumes to take effect. Oh, believe me, the toxins, they definitely take an effect. Oh, well, wonderful. What do you remember? Well, I remember walking into a shop, and much like this one. Oh yes, yeah. And the shopkeeper missold us an item and lied to us, and it led to me murdering him. Whoa! Don't start now destroying my shop, okay? Who's gonna pay for this? Well, it's certainly not us. Now, we're gonna want a refund, otherwise my friend here is, well, we'll end up getting our money back a different way. No, you leave my shop out of this. Here, take your 3 gold. Get out of my shop. With pleasure. Come on, Lashana. And they both walk out of the shop. So as Victor and Lashana step out of the alchemist shop, Lashana cannot help but hear the blood-curdling scream of a woman within the town. Lashana runs towards the sound, followed by Victor. Looking up, you see a woman leaning out of a first-floor window, her face stricken with terror. "Help!" she cries. "Murderer! There's a murderer loose!" Her cries continue, growing less coherent by the moment. The crowd below her window quiets in shock for a moment, and then the people's voices swell in dismay. Laughter and joy have been replaced by whispers and horror. As you arrive and you see everyone muttering amongst themselves and hearing the odd words of like, "What's going on? What murderer? That can't be a murderer. Not in Odier. Odier's a quiet town. Who would do such a thing? And on such a time as well. The festival at Bambina has been ruined, blah blah blah." All these other words and conversations all muttering over each other. You push through the crowd to see a lone man in a trench coat and hat standing in an opening just beneath the window and entrance of the house, keeping everyone at bay. "Alright everyone, move along or back away from the house. I don't care which you choose, but let's make it quick, people. You two, you're with me." Surprised, Victor and Lashana see the man to be pointing at them. "Excuse me?" Lashana says, stepping forward towards the man in the trench coat. He then presents a gold badge and ID, revealing himself to be a detective of Odier. "Detective Aldo, you two look like you can handle yourself, and I don't know what I'll be walking into, so congratulations, you just became deputies." "Now hold on a minute. Don't you have your own officers for this kind of thing?" "Ordinarily I would, but they're having a works due, so it's just me this evening." "You're kidding." "Someone please help!" "A works due?" "I'm not kidding, and yes, a works due. You know, a little night out for the staff to boost morale, pretend everyone is doing a good job when really no one cares and would rather be at home, but because your boss booked it, you feel like you can't say no, otherwise it's a month of being treated like garbage." "What? So why are you still working?"
Because I'm the unlucky sort that always gets picked to work through these nights out. Because I'm the only one that actually does my job without complaining, so they toss me aside every time, thinking, it's fine, we'll just get Aldo to cover for everyone, he won't mind. I mean, which I don't, you know. I don't mind being excluded from these work nights. It means I don't have to pretend to like everyone I work with. Sounds to me like you're pretty upset about it. I'm not upset about it. Help! Alright, jeez. Now come on before I arrest both of you for wasting police time. Wasting police... Hey! You're the one complaining you couldn't go on a works do tonight. Are we going to help this woman or continue having this pointless conversation? Do you believe this guy? It's okay, Lashana. Remember what I said about strange things going on? I came to the village of Odier because I heard tales of some mysterious goings-on here. I don't know what to expect, but as a private eye, that's kind of my business. I go where the mystery is. I go where unsolved cases are. And it seems like I may have found the case. Lashana looks at Victor with curiosity. As the team approach the house, a hysterical woman wearing nothing but a bathrobe opens the door. As you all enter, she cries out, "Please, officer, you have to help me!" Oops, I meant to grab it. There we go. As the team enter, a historical woman collapses to the ground and cries out, "Please, officer, you have to help me! My husband, he's been murdered!" Aldo replies, "Try to stay calm, ma'am. We're here to help. Please, take a seat while my team has a look around. Mrs. Sertino. Maria Sertino. Mrs. Sertino, where in the house was your husband murdered?" "In the main bedroom. First door. Upstairs on the left." "Is there anyone else in the house with you?" "Giselle. My daughter." "Thank you, Mrs. Sertino. When you're ready, we will sit down with you and ask a few questions, if that's all right." Maria, struggling to hold herself together, nods whilst gently sobbing. "First things first, let's check the perimeter. We need to confirm if the killer has escaped or if we're lucky and they're still here hiding somewhere. Be on your guard." Aldo heads into the kitchen and the team are free to look around. "Victor, how did we get dragged into this?" Victor thinks for a moment, but doesn't reply, as he begins to scout the perimeter. "Come, Lashana, let's check outside. Make sure that no one has escaped or is hiding in the garden." With that, the team, they're gonna go back outside. Look for any possible signs of entry, maybe broken any windows, anything at all that might give an impression that someone's either broken into the house or if they had to make a quick escape, like if they broke out of the house. I'm going to get them to roll a perception as they scan around the outside. So I'll do one for Victor and one for Lashana. Let's just give me a general idea. An 8 for Victor. And Lashana. An 8 for Lashana. Okay, so they're both unsure as to what they're looking for, and the mist does obscure their vision a bit. Oh, Lashana would be at disadvantage, so we'll do another one actually, because she's exhausted. Okay, so it would be 8. Okay, not a 23. Alas, if only it was 23. Alright, Lashana, I'll head this way, you head round the other way, and we'll meet up at the back. She nods and Victor heads around the garden, the hedge, not climbing over it, and begins to head down the side of the property. I like how my character just does a random little spin every so often. That's I'm now beneath the floor. Yeah, it is still early stages for Dungeon Alchemist, but I'm loving everything about it, and the fact that you can use Hero Forge as well. So I look forward to when this is a fully fleshed and complete program. Oh, there's another thing walking over bushes, makes them disappear. Yeah, see, makes them completely disappear. So I'm hoping this highlights things for the Dungeon Alchemist team and shows what to perhaps improve upon or tighten. I can use the arrow keys as well. Oh, it won't let me turn. It might be because of the bush. Yeah, the bushes have jammed her in, so I can't get it to turn around. Oh, I can't move. I can't turn Victor either. I'm not sure what's jamming Victor. There's no bush around you. Oh, and now I'm through the floor. There we go. I guess I was slightly too much to the left, perhaps? I don't know. Okay, upon scouting the perimeter of the house, they both Lashana and Victor, they don't see anything out of the ordinary. None of the windows appear to be broken, and the fences, like the fence panels, are not cracked or anything. There's no perhaps fabric attached to the fence, like the top of the fence. I will have Victor, although we did do perception, I will get him to do investigation as well, as he is a private eye. With a 7, it's worse than his perception, but it's fine. It's pretty much what they would find anyway. And looking around the sides, yeah, he sees nothing out of the ordinary. No fence panels loose, nothing to show forced entry, or perhaps like a panicked escape, or like a fast escape. With that, he heads back. And the same for Lashana. I mean, with Lashana, she's more like thinking, what am I doing? Why am I here? Why am I getting involved with any of this? Like, what? And she begins more thinking about herself and trying to piece things together. She's focused a lot on currently what Victor has said to her, saying that she's a Kalashtar, and she's trying to think along that and trying to understand even what a Kalashtar is. As much as he said that it was like renegade spirits and humanity that's merged together to create this race, and she's trying to think, how is that even possible? And these spirits are from the dream realm. She's really confused about this and thinks like this is all nonsense. But for some reason she feels kind of compelled to stick around a bit longer. She then begins to head back. As the team approach the front door of the house and about to enter again, they hear the sounds of gunfire coming from within the house. They look at each other with a shocked expression as they immediately rush in to the source of the sound. Maria screams, facing the direction of the kitchen. The team hurriedly run inside. Team rush in to see what's going on. They rush. They rush in. They rush it. Shana. They rush in. Okay, you're all the way in the back corner. We got him in. Victor, can you sit in that corner? Oh, fine, I'll leave you there. Okay, they rush into the kitchen to see what's happened. It's okay. False alarm. It's just a big bag of rice, Aldo explains. Sure enough, you look over to see a large bag of rice with 2 bullet holes, spilling rice onto the floor. Ground floor is secure. Follow me, deputies. As Aldo pretends like nothing has happened. Don't worry, Miss Sertino. It's false alarm. It was just a bag of rice. I thought for a moment it might have been the escapee. Oh, I'm dragging the door. We don't want that. I thought for a moment it might have been the suspect, but it wasn't. Miss Sertino looking confused and somewhat panicked. It has stopped her from weeping, though, as she's more now in shock and confused. Aldo then confidently heads upstairs. Oh, I can't get them to stand on stairs. I don't want you to change in size. Okay, so he just becomes a giant. I think that was your size. Okay. So I can't get him to stand on the stairs. Oh, I kind of can. Oh, did a little spin. There we go. Yeah, the arrow keys don't really help here. Because I'm next to a wall, your characters can't seem to move next to walls, so I'm going to have to click and drag all the time. Victor and Lashana look at each other as they then sigh collectively and head towards the staircase with Aldo, thinking to themselves, are you serious? Like, how could you mistake a bag of rice for the suspect? As the team reach the top of the stairs, they can hear a child's voice crooning out a lullaby from the room on the right. Okay, deputies, let's split up, look around for clues and any suspicious behavior. If you see Mrs. Sertino's daughter Giselle, leave the talking to me. I am, of course, the detective here. Aldo then heads to the first door on his right, which leads into a bathroom. Alright, Private Eye, the show's yours, I guess. I'll just follow you and, you lead by example, I guess. Very well, stay by me, and, watch my back. As Victor very confidently walks through the house, eyeing up the paintings along the wall and anything out the ordinary along the hallway, nothing seems to stand out. Entering the first door on his left, with the door is wide open, he walks into a horrific scene. The coarse sheets and furs of the bed are twisted and stretched between the frame and the body of a man. He lies tangled amid the bedclothes, sightless eyes staring at some imagined horror. His throat has been slit. The sides of his mouth are cut open, making it look like a clown's oversized smile. Rosy circles have been painted onto his cheeks with blood. Well, we found Mr. Sertino. Lashana stands in shock for a little while upon seeing what she's seen. Lashana, stand by the door. It's okay. I'll take a look around. Without question, she does as he asks. Okay, Victor, I'm gonna need you to do an investigation check. 21. Victor has certainly put on his detective hat as he begins immediately getting to work. He confidently strolls up to Mr. Sertino and begins to examine the body. It would seem the cause of death was his throat being slit, but the only other cuts and bruises lay upon his face. His hands are bloodied where he must have tried to apply pressure to his throat. However, it must have been a slow and painful death. There appears to be no bloodied footprints within the room. No signs of a struggle, apart from Mr. Sertino tangled up in the bedsheets. It is likely this took place as he was climbing into bed, or when he was sitting on bed. There is some blood staining on the sheets on this left side of the bed, where he fell down to the floor. There doesn't appear to be anything else of interest upon Mr. Sertino that could help give clues towards this murder case. All he finds is Mr. Sertino's wallet and a pocket watch. The pocket watch is still running. It does not appear to be broken to even give an implication as to what time this took place. Seems I can't stand next to the window. Oh, maybe I can. Victor takes a look out the first floor window and is able to get a clear view of the garden. The mist starting to slowly get a bit thicker and obscure the ground. But looking around, he does not see anything out of the ordinary. He can't see anyone hiding. The windows are not broken. All of this information intrigues Victor, and he stands in contemplation as to what could have possibly taken place. Looking at the trunk in the bottom corner, it seems to be filled with ordinary household items. Some old clothing, some empty picture frames, a photo album. Oh no, there's no photo album, they don't have digital cameras. But again, nothing that could indicate the perpetrator of this case. There is no blood upon this trunk. There is no blood anywhere else around the room, save for a few drips. With the 21 in investigation, Victor does notice a couple small drips of blood leading out from the door. Did you find anything, Victor? Well, it is a very mysterious case, this one. It is clear that he died from the laceration to his neck, but there doesn't appear to be any signs of a struggle or anything really indicating who the murderer might be or where they would be. However, I have noticed something. Follow me, Lashana. Lashana, not questioning Victor, she follows behind him outside into the hallway.
On leaving the room, Victor and Lashana can see Aldo in the bathroom. And he's bent over the large bathtub. And with his hand, he is scooping up water and bringing it to his mouth as you hear a... I'm not sure. No, the murderer can't be in this bathtub. Victor, isn't that Mrs. Sertino's bathwater? I'd rather not think about it. As Victor follows a small trail of blood leading towards the daughter's bedroom. Giselle, still eerily singing out a lullaby from within her room. Victor gently knocks on the door, if it will allow me to get to the door. There we go. Victor knocks before gently opening the door. I might need an intimidation from Victor due to his eyes. Just want to see... a 15. Okay. Upon opening the door, Giselle would naturally look towards us. And from the dim-lit hallway, all she sees is a large figure standing by the door with blood-red eyes. Who are you? Stay away! Victor immediately picking up on this as if it's not his first time. It's okay, little one. Giselle, is it? We're just here to investigate and ask a few questions, if that's okay. Just stay away from me! Lashana gently places her hand upon... Lashana places her hand gently on Victor's shoulder as she then steps into the... she then does a spinneroonie into the room. As Lashana then enters the room, it's okay, Giselle. We're here to help. We're here with a detective. And my friend here, he's a detective too. As then Victor will step into the room as well, revealing himself more clearly. Your eyes, mister. Your eyes are red. I know, I get that a lot. Some people find them scary, others find them interesting. It's all part of my charm. As he then gives a little smile. So we're gonna do a persuasion. Yes, you don't have diplomacy in this one. Persuasion. A 17 is very good. That's very good. I just wanted the general idea of what's going on there. And with that, Giselle calms down and gives a soft, solemn smile as she turns back to the window facing the front of the house, singing her haunting lullaby. The itsy bitsy spider crawled up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain. And the itsy bitsy spider went up
the spout again. Itsy bitsy spider crawled in from the sun, crept into the crib, found the baby bun. Baby kept crying till Mama's work was done, and the itsy bitsy spider crawled back out in the sun. Itsy bitsy spider crawled into Mama's bed, crawled up on her hubby and bit him in the head. Mama lay there sleeping while hubby lay there dead, and the itsy bitsy spider crawled out of Mama's bed. So the itsy bitsy spider crawled up the water spout. Down came the rain and washed the spider out. Out came the sun and dried up all the rain, and the itsy bitsy spider went up the spout again.
Thank you for watching today's episode of Solo Knights. Things are starting to get very eerie and spooky. Oh yes, I forgot to mention, I got contact lenses. I don't need glasses anymore. That way you don't see the ring light in my eyes and the glasses won't keep falling off. I just hope that the contacts don't roll back into my brain.
Because I'm the unlucky sod that always gets picked to... This program is still in early beta mode, so I'll still issue. As you can see, it kind of spin around as I move, like woo! Boo-hoo! 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 I can't dramatically act crying, right? I feel weird doing it. I can't move through doorways at the moment, so I guess that's something they're going to work on. I have to click and drag. Oh, I can't even stand next to the door. Oh, it won't let me. There's a square there, but it won't let me. Guys, Dungeon Alchemist, this is something you might want to work on. Oh, there we go. Okay, it's a bit finicky, but we managed to get him to stand there. Okay, again, Dungeon Alchemist, something to work on. Beside her is a wooden painted puppet. As she sings softly. Within the child's bedroom, a little girl, maybe 7 years old, sits on a small bed. No, she doesn't. I have her standing by the window. So I'm reading from the book now.
Hello everyone! Welcome to another episode of Solo Knights, and this...